Hey everyone, this is Jessica with Cherokee Rose, and today we're treating our goat kids with their Coccidia Prevention medicine. We do this starting at 3 weeks old, and we will continue to do it every 3 weeks until they're weaned, and we wean at 4 months. Coccidia is a parasite that lives in their intestines. It will cause them, if they get a bloom of Coccidia, it will cause diarrhea that can lead to dehydration and death. So you want to be very careful to make sure that you're always up to date on their prevention. Coccidia is a parasite that is in their feces. So they are constantly reintroducing the Coccidia back into their systems because they're always, putting leaves and grass into their mouth. That's kind of the way they explore their environment, is through nibbling on things. They'll also jump in their hay feeders and jump in their grain feeders with dirty feet, and then go ahead and eat that grain and hay, and again reintroduce it into their systems. So what we try to do is make sure that their hay and grain is up away from them so they can't jump into it. We use a hay feeder from Sidell that hangs and kind of prevents them from getting their feet in it, and we're constantly changing out that hay and grain. We do it 3 times a day here. We just throw out what's in the feeder and replace it with new, to try to keep the dirt and the feces out of their food and their hay. So the first step in doing the Coccidia prevention is to weigh the goat, and it gets a little crazy sometimes. We use a hanging scale and a sling, and the baby goats get really wiggly. So you just want to hold on tight and do the best you can. But we're going to try this one here. All right, so this is just a little sling that you're going to put under their stomach in between their front and back legs, and we use a hanging scale from Rubbermaid. So you want to put your baby goat in the sling, and you're always going to have a lot of helpers because they're so curious, and it's never terribly easy to do, but hold on tight because they wiggle. Make sure they're in there good. And she weighs 21 pounds. So we're going to get her out and set her down. Now, today we're using the generic form of Baycox, which is called Ultrazul. You can find it at horseprerace.com. And the dosage is 1 cc per 5 pounds. So since she weighs 21 pounds, we are going to do just a tiny bit over 5 cc's. You just use a regular syringe with no needle, and we're going to squirt it in their mouths. They don't seem to mind it so much. I think it tastes okay, I guess. You could, and I know some people do, just put it in their bottle with their milk. I don't really like to do that because if they don't finish their bottle, you don't really know how much they've gotten. So it just takes a second to squirt it in their mouths, and you know how much they've gotten. So we're back with this one, and we're going to put her on the ground and just squirt it in her mouth. It's always a little tricky because everybody wants some. She just squirt it in her mouth, and she is good until we do it again in 3 weeks. So if you have any questions, please ask us in the comments, and make sure you like our video and subscribe. Thanks.